All right, on today's video, we have this monster block of wax that I need to get filtered so I can make some things out of it. You can see it's a little bit nasty on certain parts. And what we're going to do is we're going to melt this all down and get it cleaned up. And this video is going to show you how to do that. As you can see, it's a big boy. Hey, what we're going to do here first is we're going to get this large block of wax loaded up into this 21 quart stock pot. And then we'll add some water with that. And what will happen is as the debris and stuff comes out of the wax, it'll float to the top in the water. And that'll make it easiest for us to get out of there. I'll go ahead and re-angle the camera and readjust that so you can actually see what's going on here. And I'll probably just time-lapse the melt because it's going to take a really long time to melt this thing. It's probably about 20-25 pounds. And here we go. All right, giant chunk of wax going in. That's a big boy. This is a 21 quart stock pot. Some water going in. Like I said, this will be to float the debris. That's probably enough. That's about 3/4 of a gallon. And this is, I'm doing this on a New Wave induction burner, and I'm actually going to set it for 175 degrees. Because I don't want the wax to get too hot. And to be honest with you, this is probably going to take a really long time. So I'm going to move the camera and set it up for time lapse. All of that work, this is what we've come up with. Some much cleaner wax. Still a couple of imperfections floating around in there, but those will come out when I go to the next step. All in all, I think this was a success. Well, I think cleaning that wax was mostly successful. To be honest with you, this video came out longer than I wanted it to be, so I'll do some fidgeting and see if I can make it a little bit shorter. And the time lapse in the middle, I know was boring. Sorry about that. But this is what we've got. Now I've got a big block of mostly clean wax that I can, what I'm going to do actually is melt this down again now that it's clean and transfer it into containers that are going to make it much more manageable, smaller blocks to use in projects. And we'll probably continue the beeswax stuff on and off going forward. All in all, it took about 3 or so hours to melt the wax down completely. We started out with about a 25-pound block and melted it at 175 degrees. You really don't want to get your wax over 180 because that kind of defeats the antimicrobial and antibacterial properties of the wax. So that's what we've got. This video actually should have been out last night, but it took way too long to melt the wax. So we'll get this out for you now. If you got any questions about uses of beeswax, don't hesitate to put them in the comments. So like, view, and please subscribe if you have a chance. Other than that, see you all in the woods.